The deadline is met. The crisis has passed. But instead of the relief you expected, you wake up the next morning feeling entirely hollow, disconnected from your surroundings and your own emotions. Most people fall into an immediate psychological trap here, blaming themselves for the lack of motivation or the feeling that they're simply navigating the day on autopilot. You might try to force productivity through sheer willpower, but this typically backfires, adding a heavy layer of guilt to an already exhausted mind. Psychologists recognize this specific state of emptiness as a documented clinical phenomenon called the cortisol hangover. We created this channel to make complex psychology easier to understand. If these insights help you navigate your own mind, please subscribe to help us reach our 15 million subscriber milestone. That sensation of being dead inside after a crisis serves as a physiological signal that your system is struggling under an invisible burden. This reaction stems from a deep evolutionary mismatch. Your nervous system cannot distinguish abstract emotional stress, like a looming deadline, from a physical threat. So your brain triggers a physiological override, flooding your system with a high-alert response. This override relies on a potent chemical cocktail, a massive, sustained flood of adrenaline and cortisol. This hormonal spike functions like biological rocket fuel. It masks your natural exhaustion and forces your body to keep moving through the most intense moments of the stress. During these periods, you are borrowing against your future biological reserves just to survive the present. Adrenaline drops off a cliff into a chemical vacuum, causing 5 symptoms: brain fog, as the brain exits survival mode; low motivation, as the chemical drive vanishes; emotional numbness protects against overstimulation; autopilot rations your energy; finally, chemical withdrawal brings profound exhaustion. These 5 signs represent the clinical, measurable symptoms of an endocrine deficit that willpower cannot fix. This emptiness indicates that your nervous system is successfully doing its job. It is forcibly recalibrating itself back to a baseline state. Right now, your body has entered a biological low-power mode. At this stage, forcing high-level productivity is physically impossible. Addressing a nervous system issue requires gentle, sensory-based solutions, beginning with sensory grounding. Sensory grounding involves engaging your physical senses to pull your brain out of abstract stress and back into the reality of your immediate surroundings. Second, you must reduce stimulation. Your system is currently fragile and overextended. It cannot handle the additional input of loud environments or digital noise. Third, you must allow the body to rest. This requires resting without the secondary burden of feeling guilty for your temporary lack of output. Recovering from this state requires strategically surrendering to your body's biological low-power mode until homeostasis returns. This numb state will pass. It stands as biological evidence of how much energy you expended to navigate your recent challenges. When your nervous system feels completely tapped out, what methods help you recover? Let us know in the comments. Understanding your underlying biology provides the necessary foundation for mastering your psychology.